Right, I just finished work and I thought I'd do a little video on the team, a little insight into all the data I have on them. Because I haven't really done that yet. Got a bit of time today because finished early, didn't have a lot to do, just had to load up my job, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to show what I have on the team really. For those that are interested, then it's out there then, so people can have a look. So basically, the team's been going since 2012. Started by me and Reese and Callum. We took a few years break in 2017. Every game we've ever played, I've kept track of appearances, goals, and since 2023, assists. Now this is the main, I mean obviously you can pause it and have a look yourselves, but this is the main sheet for the all-time player records. As you can see here, we're down to 78 players have played. So we've got the debut column here, which is the year the player first made an appearance, and then in this column, I'll just sort it so you can see in order how many trophies each player has won at the club. I did it on a rough basis of like if you'd played at least 3 games in a season, you qualified for being part of that team that won a trophy. You've got the All-Star appearances here, which is obviously everyone's on one who played. That was a game earlier this year. We're going to try and do yearly. Basically split the players in half. The earliest debutants versus the later debutants. Then we've got the goals column. Let's get rid of that, whatever that is. The assist column. And then here we've got the European appearances, goals and assists column. Again, I'm just going to go through it fairly quickly, but you can pause it where you need to if you want to look. So you can see there Callum has got 4 goals in Europe, Tyler 2, Phoenix and Steve have 1. You got the assist column, and then you got goals and assists, Euro GCR, that is goal contribution rate. It's basically goals and assists divided by appearances. And then T is tournament, so tournament appearances, tournament goals, tournament assists. Then you've got the tournament and European combined. And then this column is, what's going on with this? Here in the appearances column is every single appearance added up. Now you can see obviously I'm at the top there, as you'd expect. And then you've got a few current players that are closing in. You've got Callum and Tyler. Obviously Jake hasn't played in a while. You've got Reese who still plays, 124. Josiah, Robbie, Ollie's on 34. He plays week in, week out. And then assists is quite interesting because you've got the 2 at the top that are me and Dean who play every week, and we are both on 97. The next one down is Josiah. Now assists have been counted pretty well since 2023, so obviously Dean's made most of his appearances since 2023. Same as Josiah, but I haven't. I think I made about 100 since 2023, so me and Dean have got quite a similar record in the assists. And then the goals, which is probably the one everyone finds most exciting. Callum's way out ahead, but I am slowly closing on him. Got 36 to go. And Josiah, Dean and Reese sort of round off the top 5. Sort of scroll down as well so you can see if you happen to watch and your name's there. Got the star man column. Basically, for those who don't know, after every game, I give a rating out of 10 for every player, and then the star man, okay, the best player. See, Dean leads the way. There have been occasions where other players have done it. Red card column. Season golden boots, that is how many golden boots each player has or hasn't won in a season. See, Callum leads the way, there were 24. No one close to him. Me and Joe are the closest with 7 each. And then season assists, obviously. Yearly golden boot, again, no one near Callum. He's won it five years. And then you've got Reese, Joe, Billy, me and Dean all won. Then a yearly assist boot. Then you've got season scored in. That is at least 1 goal in a season. Obviously, I've scored in 49 seasons. I think there's been 51. Best scoring year, obviously Billy leads the way with that, 75 in 1 year. And then best scoring season, obviously Billy leads the way with that. And I can scroll down slowly for you. See your name if you want to. And the last thing on this page is the goalkeeper record. I'll go over it quickly. Obviously, average goals conceded to goals conceded and clean sheets. Clean sheets, I've only really been able to count since 2023 again, which Robbie leads the way. Nick got 6 though, which is quite impressive. Nick and Callum's average rates are pretty good for over 20 games. Robbie's is as well, to be fair, 2.5 goals at either side as an average to concede over 60 odd games is pretty impressive. So yeah, that's the goalkeeper record. As you can see, I am not a goalkeeper. Then we move on to seasonal records. This is the current season. Just goals and assists here. And then here, this is just a long list of every season and every player's record. So I could just sort of see, you know, if any records could be broken. And Dean sits top with the... that's not right, because that's not sorted. Why is that like that? What order is that sorted in? Billy should be there somewhere. Don't know what's going on with that. So if I just quickly sort it in, for example, goals scored in a season, you can see that Billy sits top in season 33. We're currently in season 41. So it was 8 seasons ago that record was set. Phoenix did hold the record before we started back up in 2023 with 19 goals. That was in season 22. And the yearly record is exactly the same. We've got 2012, 2013 and 14. The reason for the red and black is we played in 2 leagues them 2 years. Red being a Tuesday, black being a Sunday. And then you've got 2015, 2016, 2017, 2023, 2024, 2025. And I've also done a little one for since 2023, because obviously that was the year that we started counting assists properly. So you get a bit of a fairer thing. And that is currently ordered in goal contributions, so goals and assists added, which Dean leads the way by nearly 40 to me. Then Joe, Billy, got the star man column there as well. And then you've got the all-time table by year, so I can sort that in. Goal contributions again. Billy had 98 in 1 year, and I've got the year down there. And then this bit here was just for personal interest, really. I just wanted to see how people performed before they were 30 and after 30. So obviously I can compare me to see if my rate went up or down. So before 30 I was 0.52 a contribution a game. Since 30 I'm 0.6. I don't know if that means anything, but I've got better of age by the looks of it. And then like my brother Dan, 0.42 after 30. 0.75 before 30, so Dan got worse. Again, you can pause that if you want to have a look. Moving along, team records. This is our all-time record, up to date. This is all up to date up to now. We've got a game tonight against Badsil. As you can see here, this is currently our best win percentage year ever. And also our best goal scoring year ever in terms of goals per game. But it's not our best conceded rate. We've got a couple there, one in 2023 and one in 2015 that were better. And then these, I don't need to refer to these anymore because I've got them all in one place, but this was every player that appeared and scored between 2012 and 2017. As you can see there, that's when Phoenix had that record. I don't really need to show you this. This is just, again, you've seen this is since 2023. And what I started doing since 2024 was registering when players made appearance and what game week that was, and if they scored and assisted. So, for example, that was we've got to 2025. You can see this year. So, like Nathan has pretty well played every game this year. Same as Dean. And then you've got the corresponding whether we won or drew or lost that week, and you can make some quite interesting things from that. And then here is just whether a player scored or assisted, so G for goal or assisted in that same game. So you can see here, like Dean is on a 7-week streak of contributing. So Ollie's on a 5. Then obviously you can see like Nathan just assisted this year, hasn't scored yet. And then down here is all the scores from this year. Other records, I won't go into that now. Other teams, this is our record against every team since the start of 2023. As you can see our record there. And this is every team we've played. I can just do this column and you'll see there are 4 teams we never beat. One of them we played 4 times and lost 4 times. But there are a lot of teams that have never beaten us. 16. Some big score lines in there as well. And then the final page is basically every player's personal record against every team since 2023. I'll try and do it so you can pause it if you want to and read it. But there you go. So you got Billy's 4 appearances, 14 goals, 5 assists against Chunky Monkeys. And it's all there for you to see. Like I say, pause it, have a look. It's a hell of a lot of data, but I'm obsessed with this sort of stuff. Yeah. And that's it. So I just thought you might want to see where all the stats are and how it's all put together. When I first started it, oh shit, what have I done? When I first started it, it was a bit like, you know, you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons in. It's hard to you know, you can't use them for anything. But now I've got sort of 13 years of data. You can see patterns and stuff, and do awards and that. So that's all pretty cool. Anyway, till the next one.